so far. YouTube next and Twitch last as it goes. Yep, there's YouTube. Okay, so that should be good. And then finally, I don't know, Twitch took a while last time. But I don't really know if there's much I can do with that right now. So, just random Cardi B showing up as I adjust my volume. Sick. Okay. Need to do physics stuff. Just get like basic kitchen look going. Maybe I should just get like a kitchen tile set up first. Why not? We'll get a Sprite kitchen tile. That'll be nice. What's the tackiest thing I could do? I think it needs to be very tacky. Apply that. We'll do, I don't know, is 16 gonna be too small? 16 might be too small. Let's not do that. Also, I don't want all these sprites open. Holy cow. I don't need all, I really just want my workspace open, alright? Let's do that. Thanks, GameMaker. You're the... Hello? Oh. Hopefully I didn't need that. Does it come back? Oh, what was that? Resources. Windows. Why don't I know what was over there? Oh well, that's awkward. My mouse has been acting up, so I feel like I accidentally closed something that I didn't want. I'm very excited at the prospect of potentially needing to get a new mouse again. It's like a gross, tacky kitchen tile color. Like a light brown? Like a really light brown? Like lighter than that. That's skin colored. Who wants that? Could do something like that. G is not fill on this. Is that tacky? That's pretty tacky. Maybe I'll do the grout more like this, though. Yeah, I could do fill. It'll still work. Look like a disgusting kitchen tile? That might be a disgusting kitchen tile. Curious now. Let's just go see. Room brewing. I don't remember leaving you like this. Why are you so far over? What happened? Did I like not save? 12, yeah, like 1280 by 720, please. Isn't that what I've been working with? Yeah, did I just never change that? Maybe I just never changed that. Who knows? Who knows? Background. How bad is this gonna look? I'm gonna guess very bad. Tile it? Oh, that's so bad. Oh, I love it. What, seriously, why is like... Did I lose? I hope I did not lose progress. I'll be so mad. Because I'm like, I always save. Well, I mean, I never pushed, so... Oh, that'll just be so annoying if that's how it's gonna be. Come on, I even restarted my computer and we're still dealing with these long build times. GameMaker, please. These things shouldn't move now. I should not need the ground over there. I should just be able to... I mean, I need to, like, make them fit in the world a bit more. Okay, that's still there. Stove still works. I feel like that's just about where we got. Oh, that's so disgusting. I love it. Okay, so stove. Kitchen tiles, 64 by 64. Or, sorry, beer. I put it in here. I don't know where I'm putting everything. 64 by 64. Also, RPG. Brewing. It's our brewing stove. How are our counters getting drawn? They're not really. I mean, they just are. Oh, but our brewing stove doesn't do draw self. That's why. Okay, let's just give you a scale. We'll set it to 6 for right now. Maybe that's what we want. Just make this decent variables. It'll be a lot better. Okay. Oh, hey, 6 was like correct. Who knew? Who knew? Okay, let's go up here, and I'm going to also create a sprite clock, which is going to be kind of similar to our scale. It's kind of just going to keep track of everything, but kind of not really. It's just gonna be like it's gonna start at noon all the time. It's really gonna be more of a timer than a clock, but I think it'll just look cute as a clock. So let's get a circle, get a darker gray than that. Like, I want near black, but not actually black. So what does this look like if I do that? That's a good clock shape right there. Then I'll get near white, and we'll just come in like 3. Like that? No. 2, 3. That? No, it is this one. Okay. What's up, Emiko? How are you doing? Hope you are doing all right. Okay, let's just kind of copy how the scale looks a little bit. But by that I mean I'm really just gonna put like little tick marks on each of the major ones, because that's one too far out, one too far in. I'll fix that in a bit. Tick marks. I'm doing pretty well. Peggy just she's working on stuff for school, so I was like, oh well, I can use this time to work on my own stuff as well. Okay, I think that's fine for a clock. It doesn't need to look good. Why would it look good? Let's add a layer to all frames. I'm really just going to use this so that I can create the hands and grab them later. So let's get a line going on. So I can do, I mean, it doesn't even need to be like, that could be a decent, let's add another one. That could be a decent minute hand. And then our hour hand could be like, oops. Make sure I get everything in there. So we're dealing with layers. No, I think it should be a little bit longer. Like that? Maybe a bit longer still. Oh my goodness. Clock, why are you so difficult? That's good. That's probably good. But yeah, so I'm here super early in the morning. Well, I mean, for me, you love these live streams, just talking, having fun, relaxing with some GameMaker. Yay, that was my hope. I also just realized this is like not even centered. Move that down, which means I need to go here and add another. Because that was my hope. I've been putting off like doing these mainly because, well, the last game I was working on I couldn't stream it, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. How do I unselect? There we go. That's fine. So I was like, okay, well, this one I can actually stream, so we'll do that. So how do I do this? Do I just go here? Oh, it doesn't. Maintain. That's unfortunate. Okay, but what I should be able to do, I should be able to go here and just, like, we'll just put a white dot in the top left corner. And we won't keep that, but that'll let us place it correctly. So I'll do that. Then I'll go here, and we will make sure we get our white dot in the top left corner. And then we'll create a new one, and we'll get our layer 2, which should also have a white dot. Just like that. And that should be good. So then let's erase. Erase. Hello? Oh, we're on the wrong layer. Right, it adds them globally because reasons. Okay, so I should be able to do that. And then just erase the hand itself, because we don't want our clock to have the hands. We want our clock to just look like a wafer. About to mention that. Thanks for fixing it. Wait, what did I fix? Oh, that it wasn't centered? Was that it? Yeah. I don't consider myself much of an artist. I think for very obvious reasons. This is why I'm happy my friend made this beautiful scale. Look at how good it looks compared to the garbage I make. I mean, maybe I could try and make this like somewhat three-dimensional, but sounds difficult. But I could like maybe add a shadow, because like hers has a shadow on the left side, so like hypothetically I might be able to do like a slightly larger circle. I don't know. I already made it too big anyways, but it is what it is. We'll just deal with that. So then we will create our clock right here. And you are going to be physics. You're going to have a density of 0. You're not a physics object. Your parent's going to be, what is it, RPG, brewing, physics, be a static parent. Thanks for believing in me. Set your sprite to the clock. We'll give you a custom draw event. We'll also give you a scale. We'll set your scale also equal to 6. It seems to be roughly what we're doing. Although, what did I do for the scale? The scale's a good size. Was that 4? Oh no, that was 2. Really? Let me just make sure I can change that scale. Scale. Come on. Just want to make sure that if I change it, it'll change everywhere. Okay. So then I'll do scale equals 2 also. And in our draw, then we will do draw sprite. Probably, yeah, we still need the extended. So then we'll do sprite index. Subimage, we want that. X and Y will just be X and Y. We'll just do whatever we do. We'll do the scale for our scales. 0 rotation for the clock itself. Color, just white and alpha of 1. That'll be fine. Okay, so then I need to do something similar to the scale. So we'll do minutes elapsed equals 0. So we'll just do that. So we'll draw sprite extended, sprite index, get the same one. I think we did minute hand. Yeah, so minute hand. I guess technically, okay, well, we're going to start at 3 o'clock because that's just how I've done it apparently. But then I also need to go here and I need to remember to do this. We need to, oops, that's not, oh no, don't add that. Also, go here. No image speed, please. It's awful. Okay, origin. We need our origin to be down here. Because we want this to actually spin correctly this time. Let's try and remember some of these things. Does that fit there? Yeah. So I couldn't even make them a bit wider, but whatever. Yeah, it is really early. I know, contrary to popular belief, I'm actually awake a little bit during the day. I don't just wake up at 7 o'clock. It's just more so the fact that Peggy starts playing games with her friend at 6 o'clock, and so that's just the best time, because then I can stream, and it's not like we're losing out on time together, so... Not that there's, like, any lack of time together during this quarantine. Okay, X, Y, scale, scale. Okay, so now for our rotation, we know it was like 360 minus... That's all I remember. 360 minus 360 times... Wait, hell, divide by... That's just gonna be 60, I guess? Because there are 60 minutes in an hour. So 360 times minutes elapsed divide by 60. Oh, and then right, there's still more. Wait, why is that the rotation? Oh, because I'm on the wrong side of the parens. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. C white. 1. There we go. That should be a little bit better. So we'll do that. That'll draw the minute hand. And then we'll draw the hour hand, which is going to be roughly the same thing, but we're going to take our minutes elapsed and divide them by 60 again. Although, should this be just div? I didn't use it here. It might not matter too much. Need to know if I'm doing what I'm heckin' dealing with. Friend just sent me a funny thing from Animal Crossing. What a perfect game Animal Crossing is. Appreciated a lot. Okay. So I think maybe that'll work, but then I need to go here and just do... maybe we can just, when we create it, we can do an alarm set for the next Sims live stream so you can witness the beauty of pressing F5. Oh, man. Well, I mean, maybe I could do it tomorrow. Angel said on Twitter that she'd finally be able to stay for a whole live stream as well. So I'm like, we need to celebrate, right? Set alarm 0 to 60. I think that's the room speed. Can I just do room speed? Yep. That should be good then. Alarm 0. Minutes elapsed plus equals 1. So let's just go see. Let's just start ourselves in the house again. Oh, not in the house. Oops, I already did that. In the brewing room. That's better. So let's get our clock in here. And then we know we want a 2 times. So it'll look like that. That seems all right. I can put it right there. Right above our stove. Did I do it? Did it work? Who knows? It should be roughly ticking once every second, as clocks do, but with time dilation, so we're getting 1 minute to the second. It might be a bit too fast for brewing. It would be interesting to see, though, but that might also be what makes it fun and hectic. Man, it just looks like the wafer from Binding of Isaac, but slightly off color. I need like a fancier clock. Can't just have a classroom clock. No one wants to look at those. Okay. It ticked once. I know why. Because I'm a dummy. And when the alarm goes off, reset it. 0. Room speed. It seemed like it worked all right, except for the fact that I noticed we were drawing the minute hand twice. Let's make sure that second one's the hour hand. All right. Okay, good. And it started at 3 o'clock. It's not symmetrical? No, it's not. Life is rarely symmetrical. I mean, I can go and like fix all that stuff later. That's the easy stuff to fix, really. Look at this ticking clock. Oh man, this is awesome. Okay, so let's just give it a test that it actually works. We'll just do speed equals 10. We'll do that for right now, or okay, we'll do clock speed equals 10, and then we can set that to room speed later, but this will be all right for right now. Now we just need to change that one variable back to room speed rather than in 2 places. And then now our clock's zooming. So we should be able to see, like, is that roughly, that doesn't really seem like 4 o'clock. And like, that's definitely not 5 o'clock. Do I just want to divide it by 12? Maybe I just want to divide it by 12, not 60. Maybe that's saying that there are 60 hours in a day, so maybe I just do. Or minutes elapsed, divide by 60, divide by 12. It would probably be about the same no matter which way I did it. 10 out of 10 would tick again. Ah, yeah. That looks like a more reasonable 4 o'clock to me. Yeah, that's pretty good. I just want to make sure if it gets to 6 o'clock, we'll call it good. And it looks like it very well might. But then this will just keep track. So it's like not even going to keep track of the time. It's just going to be like, okay, like 180 minutes have elapsed, and you'll know that you've been brewing for 3 hours. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, another thing I should probably kind of want to do. Let me see if I can do. Might be able to get a little bit funky here. Like if I do hover object, can do that, then I can just do like hover text. Let's keep that consistent. So I'll set a hover text, and then we'll draw, probably draw GUI, I think, and then just do like let's see, how do I want to do this? So I could do everything should have a scale. It's like, just to make sure, I'll do scale equals 1. We'll override it if we need to draw it bigger, but this will make sure. So then we do if, do I have mouse within on this one? Yeah, so if I have mouse within x, y, x plus sprite width, x plus sprite width times scale, y plus sprite width, sprite height times scale. Where did I mess up? Close the if statement. There we go. So if mouse is within, and then we can do if hover text is not equal to empty string, then we can draw a rectangle, which will just do, I don't know, we'll do it like 20 pixels to the side. X plus 20, Y. Let's see, how do I do this? X plus, what would be a good width? Like 100, 120. Y plus 50, false, and then we'll do draw set color, C black, draw text, do X plus, what would that be? I should probably do draw set H align would be FA, we'll do left. I think that's standard. I just want to do V align. I want to just do the vertical align, do FA center. So we'll do X plus 80, Y plus 25 it looks like, and then hover text. And then we'll reset that and reset our color. So then I should be able to maybe go here and make your parents just these two physics objects. And it's funny that they're in the physics because they're not really there, but be part of a hover object, you as well, RPG, Brewing, physics, be a hover object. So then I should be able to go here and we'll do steps. On your step, do hover text equals a string of the minutes elapsed plus minutes. Why not? Actually, this, let's not do that in a step. Just don't do that. Do it in the alarm. That's the only time we're updating it. And then we'll just make sure it's set at the start. And then it's overriding the scale, so that hopefully shouldn't break anything. Ooh, that's bold words right there. Hey! I mean, it's almost there. Why is it all the way down here? Oh, because I'm drawing from the middle center. That's right. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay. X, right. I don't want to do X plus 80. I just want to do like X plus 25, roughly. We want it aligned to the left. Or center it, which is fine. This does not need to be so tall, probably. Let's make it 25 and then drop this to 12. Let's at least make it even numbers. We'll do 30 and 15. Okay, so is there like sprite get origin or center? What do we got here? X offset. Is that what I want? Var test x equals x minus sprite get x offset sprite index, and var test y equals y minus sprite get y offset. So if our origin is at a different point than test, not text, then we want to use the top left because that's just gonna be the easiest for us. Can you forgive me for not writing your fanfic yet? Oh, I mean, I'll find it in my heart, but my goodness. X. You can just... Now the fanfic's gotta be partially about me getting annoyed because the fanfic's not there, right? Is that gonna work? Who knows? Oh, right. Minus sprite offset times scale. We need to make sure that we're taking scale into account. Always. This is why math is helpful. I hate math, but that's why it's helpful. That looks a lot more reasonable. It's still going way too far down, which is interesting. Do we not need our sprite width times scale? I would think we do. Let's try it without. I feel like we do, but I don't know. Maybe it updates the sprite width. If you do that, who knows? No, it definitely does not. It's definitely going far beyond. Huh. Oh, test Y. Do I need to do this again? So we'll do that. Test Y minus... That seems a little gross, but I mean, maybe. Minus... Okay. Let's... Oh, well, that didn't really work. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense because that's pushing it further up to the top left. So we're going from the top left. So if, let's try and figure this out. Obviously, but I forgot the ideas we came up. You weren't writing them down? Oh my goodness. I remember there was something about time traveling, which just sounds like, oof, it's going to be a lot to keep track of. So let's see. If something is 64, we'll make it easier. It's 10 by 10 sprite, scale of 2, and it's at 2020. The origin in the middle would be at 25, 25. So you do... Oh... Sprite get offset would be 5 times that. So you'd do... Oh, goodness. I can't figure this out. I could also just say, like, this is close enough for right now. Because, I mean, it goes way too far down. That's the correct, like, top left for sure. That's roughly where we want. Then it's going down, and then there's the center. It's going slightly beyond that, but it's just like stopping. Like it's scale. Maybe did this just like not scale it properly? Like, I mean, do I just like not want to scale it in there? Kind of concept do you like so I can play into your interests? Oh, what do you mean concepts? Okay, hold on. Yeah, that looks right. So let's go into the center. Okay. So yeah, it was something about resizing it in there. It must have edited the stuff. Yeah, what do you mean by concepts. Like that's a interesting thing to try and figure out. Okay, so then what did I do? Wait, no. Wait. What are you doing? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. No. What? Stop it. Delete. What happened? Hello? Well, my favorite concept right now is my IDE working properly. Ugh. Over text equals that. Ah, God. Okay. Test x equals, it was x minus sprite get width sprite index times scale. That's too many. I minus. It's not get width. It's not get width. Stop. X offset y. Where did all this go? It's like it was just undoing. I must have had focus over here, so it was undoing my creation of the events rather than the actual typing that I was doing because I wasn't focused on the typing. Oh, that's so gross. So test x, test y, test x plus sprite get width. I don't think I need to. I can just do sprite width because they should have a sprite. Sprite width times scale test y plus sprite height times scale. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Oh, that's so annoying. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. And then my redo wouldn't work, I think, because I like created and deleted an object in my flusteredness. It's fine. Hover text is not empty. Draw a rectangle, and I did x plus 20, y, x plus 120, y plus 30. Outline is false. Draw. Set V align to FA center. So just align it centered. We'll set our drawing color to black. We'll draw our text. Should be at x plus 25, y plus 15. Hover text. And I think that's all we need. So draw set our V align back to FA top and draw set color back to C light. Okay. Concepts that I like in stories. Where did my counters go? Where did my counters go? What in the heck is happening? Counters right there. Oh my goodness. That's working. That's working. What? Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's fair. So event inherited, so do that. Because everything needs to call that now. I'm not drawing you. You should go here. Event inherited. That'll be fine. Because, yeah, so inherit that. And then we need to make sure you draw yourself. Yeah, the counters just, they ducked out, I guess. That should be okay. They just dipped. Because what happened was when I created scale.hover text not created? Why? Oh, right. I just need to make sure that I inherit all these events. So because the counters are now a child of a hover object and they don't have their own draw event where I'm doing anything special, they were just taking the hover object's draw, which doesn't draw the counter in any way, shape, or form. So it was just doing this test of if you hover over it. But because they don't have any hover text, they weren't going to do that. Okay. Event inherited. You can just stay there. I don't care because you're not really worth anything. You don't need a special create event, so you can just inherit that. Event inherited. Okay. Close. I don't think you can do event inherited at the bottom. I'm pretty sure it needs to be at the top. At least if it's like any other super. Yeah, that messed up its scale. What's up? Trash games are fun. Oh, good. You're here for my game. Sweet. Where is it? YouTube. Go to YouTube right now. I'm like... Okay, yeah, that was you. The one who hates time zones. I was like, I think I recognize that name. Okay, yeah. Okay, so in that case... Need to make sure. Yeah, well, I mean, this is one of the rare streams that I do in this time in the morning, so you're actually not including, or if we take time zones out of the equation... No, we have to take time zones. If we don't count the ones that you miss because of time zones, you're 1 for 1. 100%. Let's go. Okay, so it's drawing the hover text before, which makes sense because we're calling it before. So, because we're calling the hover text right there and then drawing the clock, which is obviously not what we want. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because you're supposed to be a change event. You're a draw GUI. So I should go here, and we don't have an inherited draw event. We don't want an inherited draw event. Right. That's right. You don't have a draw. Well, you do. Now you don't. Delete. Right. All about that gosh darn GUI. Okay, that should be right. That should be good now. Yeah. And hey, it's actually like within our clock. Sick. Woo! Okay, so it's not pretty, but that'll do it. I should give that thing an outline, I think. Just so you can see it better. I hate needing to switch colors so much. I don't know if it's really that bad. Draw set color. So we'll do black. And then draw a rectangle at x plus 19, y minus 1, x plus 121, y plus 31. Well, I mean, it could be true, but whatever. And then draw set color. Let's see, white. So we'll, I mean, maybe it would be better to make a sprite for that, which I could do, but I mean, do I have my 9 box, right? Because it's in my UI elements. Yeah, like my button box. I could just do that. Probably a lot smarter. So in that case, what would it be? It would be, I do 9 box. Isn't it 9? Oh, 9 slice box stretch. There we go. So we'll do our button box. Our X is going to be X plus 20, Y. I should probably, I'm going to drop this back a little bit. Oh no, X plus 20 is fine. But let's do Y minus 15. We'll center it more vertically. So then we'll do our X plus 120, and that will do Y plus 15 instead of plus 30. Image index 0, alpha 1. Now we should be able to get rid of drawing the rectangles. We still need that, and then we want this to be at Y instead because we've shifted it up by that. I think that'll work. It's also just cleaner. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Oh. Magnificent. So what I should do is instead of X plus 120, we'll do X plus 20 plus, and we'll give it a bit of padding. So X plus 25, because that will guarantee we have 5 pixels on each side, I think. No. X plus 5. What we need to do. Yes, we're doing plus 25 on the draw text. That's an extra 5 off of this. So we need our extra 5, maybe? It's a good clock. You don't know how to code? Don't worry, I don't either. I'm glad you enjoy watching it, though. So yeah, I think I want plus 30 for an extra 5. And then we'll do string... Should be able to do string width of hover text. And then this should change... Should make it so it's only as long as it needs to be. And we can watch the box change. Yeah, that works pretty nicely. It's so satisfying. Just, I personally think that just making things is satisfying, and you know, watching someone make things, because there's always like that oh my goodness it worked type thing, and I mean that's what keeps me going, really. I do like it very much. Plus 5. I don't know, that doesn't seem like it's totally centered, but I think it's close enough. I'll take that. So I could do the same thing of that. So I could do Y minus... This I could probably do right up at the top. because I want to store this in a variable, so I'm not doing the calculations too much. But then I'll just do like we'll do text height equals, I can do string height of hover text if we have it. Then we'll do y minus text height divided by 2. Plus 5, we'll give it a margin. And then y plus text height divided by 2, give it a margin of 5. And then I think that'll be okay. So then that'll just draw the box at a bigger height if we have more. Oh, that's tiny. Oh, that looks so wrong. It's probably because, is it because it's not divisible by 2? Or because we're not getting even numbers or something? Let's try to see if we get even numbers. It should look better than that. Okay. That at least looks more reasonable. Okay. Plus 5, plus 5. So then, I feel like I shouldn't need to do that. But why is that not working? It helped. Okay. Well, the real test would be, so now I can go, we'll go to our clock, and then that's the sprite of the clock. I want the object of the clock. Let's go to its create, and we'll do our hover text will now equal string minutes elapsed minutes. We'll add a new line, and then we'll just do, that means it has been, we'll do another new line. And then we'll add string minutes elapsed. Sudden disappearance of the text and the counters distract you from your question. Oh, yeah, concepts. Well, I think it should be. I think it should follow the hero's journey arc. I've always wanted to be a hero. Minutes to lapse. Yeah, darn those counters. You know, high fantasy, maybe? High fantasy plus time travel could be a lot of fun. You could have a lot of fun with anachronisms, I believe, where stuff is, like, not in the way. So, like, I bring all my streaming equipment to the olden age. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, do you have an Ethernet jack I can plug into? So if we do that, then we want to do div 60. Should give us our hours plus hours and plus string minutes elapsed mod 60 should give us our remainder plus minutes. That's a pretty long text thing right there. It didn't work. Oh, I know why. Take that. Yep. Almost. Put it there. Okay. Yeah. That box thing is working real nice, honestly. 1 hour and 0 minutes? Yes! I remember how to do basic math. Okay, sick. Can I bring up my inventory on this screen? No. I cannot. Because that's on the player, isn't it? So... where's my... It's not beer stuff. RPG? No, it must be under Strimple People. Player. Okay. So we'll do step. We'll do, get rid of that. I don't need that. Ugh. I don't need these descriptions. Let's do should update equals true. And then every step we'll do should update equals, and then we'll check if the current room is room or is not room brewing. So that should mean if we are in the room brewing, we should not update. And then I can do if should update, do this. That's when we can check everything. Excuse me, mouse? Mouse? Yeah, this, I don't know how much longer this mouse is for this world. And then also in our draw, oh, I have showing. Showing equals just for right now. I think that should be fine. Because then if they're not showing, they won't do that. What do I want my hero's journey to be about? Gaining stream followers in medieval times. Like, trust me, in a couple hundred years, there's this thing called Twitch that's going to be coming about. It's great. You'll love it. I don't know. I'm not good at ideas. Key press E. Oh, that's not even where my inventory is. Key press I, inventory. That, I would think that would still work. Is my inventory is persistent. Oh, but it's not. Is it on my player? Does my player create the inventory? Yes. So I do need the player. So I think that'll be fine. Oh, but I forgot to add him. So in my room brewing, I'll need to drop it down to 0. I need to add my player. He should not be able to move or show up or anything. Oh, sorry, she. We're a she now. Actually, I look like Noelle, and I'm talking to Noelle. So I've got Mount Hood and acidulated malt. Yum. Go through there. Okay, that's good. Can walk up to our super big stove. Awesome. I to open my inventory. That's what I want right there. But I'm not drawing. I'm not updating. Okay. I should add a back arrow so that I can leave, I suppose. Click. Turn on the stove. Very good. Those coils aren't nearly big enough for this pot, but that'll be fine. I don't particularly care. I mean, I could do it so that like each button like actually turns on a different coil, but we'll see. I'm not terribly concerned about that right now. So that's pretty good. So my inventory, I want to be able to like take stuff out. I could update those to use the draw button also. Okay, so let's go through and we'll create another sprite. This will be our sprite pot. This one's for you, Crystal. Yeah, that's what pots look like. Let's make it a bit smaller. Do like that. Give it like handles. I'm not an artist, but I could probably go through and maybe give it a little bit of shading, right? Oh, that's way too much. What was that jump? This is what shading looks like, right? Pretty sure. That's not enough. I wanted it to. Oh, I did 3. Come on. Yep. That one? Yeah, that's how shading works. I went the wrong way. Should have done this. Oh well. Now I just need to do it separately. Ah, heck. I need this guy back. No? Oh. Hold up. This guy. He needs one more over there. Okay. Good. Good. And then need to make sure that one still exists. Oh, it didn't even come out even. I don't know. I've seen worse, though. Get it. Once more darker. I guess I could just use this time to center it. It should be like that. And then let's get this. Make it bigger so that I'm not doing as much manual labor. Just like that. That's a pot. Oh, yeah. Probably want the handles to be like this color also, though. Hold on, I have an idea. So, erase. Still do that rectangle thing, though. Not that. That? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll go lighter. And we can just add a little bit of shading. Yeah, that's how shading works, right? Pretty sure. I watched at least one video on shading, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. Could maybe just like remove one to kind of give it that roundedness. Maybe one more like that. Yep, that's pot right there. Good pot. Okay, so we'll create our pot. You are definitely going to be a dynamic object. RPG Brewing, physics, dynamic. Okay, we'll add our sprite of our pot. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Holy cow. Am I getting the hang of this? That doesn't sound like me at all. I mean, I'm sure I could probably do some like dithering to make it like an even better gradient, but like in that small 60 like that right there, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm a-okay with that. Baby pot. Let's put you there. Because I'm gonna your scale's gonna definitely want to be 2. Inherit. Hover text equals something. 10 out of 10 pot. Ah, yeah, Crystal would be proud. We'll do 0 degrees. That's degrees. Trust me. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. I can change that to the degrees sign later if I really want, but for right now, I think an asterisk will be fine. Because I don't even have a... I mean, I guess I could have a temperature. Temperature equals 0. String temperature plus degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Your draw GUI should just do that. How do you spell temperature? Oh, it is temperature. Insert temperature. Perfect. Okay, that's going good. That's going good. Go up here. Come on. You can do it, GameMaker. I believe in you. So then I can create like tempart. Nope, you're apparently wrong. Google says you're wrong. I'm gonna double check. Temperature. Yeah, temper. Temper. Like, oh, I got a bad temper. Means you got a high temperature. I guess. Oh, cool. Unable to find any instance for that. Right, that makes sense. We probably need the game, so... Oh, you are just... Oh, okay. Okay. Very rude. I guess we do need to start here, but it's probably for the best. Noel, give me my stuff. What'd you give me? Anything good? Oh, Bohemian Pilsner and Cluster. Oh, so excited. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Walk to the stove. Okay. Pot. You're still small. Oh, because I do need to actually just add your draw. I guess there's not much I can do. I just need to do this. Darn. I mean, I guess I could just like create this. This could just be like a parent class, but I don't know. Man, we had Bohemian Pilsner and now we don't. What are we gonna get? Give me my stuff. Carafa 1. Cool. Let's go through our door. One of these days I'll actually like build out that overworld. Yeah, that looks all right. That's how pots work. So if the coils are on, I wonder if I can just Google this. Water boiling. Water boiling calculation? Is there like a way to do that? Ew. Bing, what are you doing? Water temperature calculation. I'm gonna swap up my music. Unable to open. What? Why can't you find my music? That seems problematic. Interesting. Is this something having to do with add to current? Does that work? Okay, that one worked. Wonder if something happened when I was just moving stuff around. Okay, delete that from that playlist then. That'll be fine. Okay, how do you calculate water? How do you Google this? Why is one counter sticking into the stove? Hey man, don't judge that counter. We'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually. I think the real thing is I just need to set the counters up with an accurate scale to the stove. So I can maybe do that. It's like, what's your scale? 6. So I just need to go here and don't even need to do that. Just need to do 6. Oops. Inherit that event. So your scale is going to be 6. And then I just need to do a draw. And draw sprite extended. Sprite index 0, x, y. Scale. 0, C white 1. I could maybe make that like a draw basic scale. They could be in love, maybe. So now this will probably mess up everything I have, because now it's no longer using the calculations of when I just put it into the room in GameMaker. Which will be fine, I think. Okay, Noelle's talking to me. They just want a hug. What do we get? Anything good? Cascade and red wheat. Ooh, yum. Never used red wheat. Now they're both. Guys, I think I just made a love triangle. Oh, that's wrong. So if I just bring in the counter. Yeah, the counter just doesn't line up. Let's just see what happens if I put the counters next to it. I know. It's tragic. Oops. Did I R? Oh, I didn't realize I had R in here. Sweet. Okay, give me something good, Noelle. Chocolate wheat and 10 pounds of chocolate wheat. This is gonna be disgusting. They both want to hug the stove. Well, they're just gonna need to share. Hello? You know what? Let's just leave them like that for now. Because what we're doing is we're setting up our... this is actually changing the size of this specific object. So it's changing how the physics work. If I want to draw them like that, I also need to update their physics to like use the scale. So it may not be the greatest idea right now. Like, technically, I think what I should be doing is not using the counters themselves as a static object. I think they should just be kind of nothing objects. They shouldn't have physics at all. And then I just want to like cover them with like this ground. This ground like is a static object. So like I would want the ground to be like, you know, right around there and just kind of take up where the counters would be. So the counter on the right is jealous and push the other one away. Why are we making counter stories? This is the new fanfic right here. So yeah, it's just, this is stuff I've never really worked with because, like I said, I've never done physics stuff before. So it just, you know, we'll need to learn. Okay. Boiling water on a stove calculation. Water heating time calculator. Okay. Oh, that's so gross. Time to temperature, so that's what we're solving for. volume. End temperature would probably be, oh my goodness. Start temperature. Efficiency. What is efficiency? How long to boil 2 liters of water with 2,000 watts of energy? Efficiency 19%. Start and end temperature of 20 and 100 degrees Celsius. Water heating / boiling time is 29 minutes. Yuck! I didn't think boiling water would be so complicated. Okay, that's time to temperature. Temperature of water after 10 minutes boiling. Bing, stop. I don't want to see work results. I don't even want to use Bing. I just haven't set up my new browser yet. Guessing temp after boiling water. Yeah, it's not what I want. Temperature after water after 10 minutes on stove? Is there a way? How long does it take to boil water? I mean, it's like, I just want like a calculation. I don't care about atmospheric pressure or impurities in the water. It will take 1 liter using a regular stove. This is disgusting. You'd read about our counter love story. Well, that's good. I just realized I should be able to do kind of something similar. I should just be able to like take this and do like that, which would technically solve our problems. If I were to, I don't know why I'm trying this right now. Like, it's working enough. Okay. Just give me something good. Dark chocolate. It's even worse now. It's even worse. Between 2 counters coming this summer on Wattpad. Oh, you're not supposed to draw the ground. Draw. Nothing. So hypothetically, our scale should be sitting above something better. Special B. Don't really know what Special B is. It's better than 10 pounds of dark chocolate, that's for sure. So yeah, it's sitting on the solid now instead of on the counter, which I think is okay. That's kind of, I think, what we'll want to do is we'll want to like set it up so we have our counter, then we have our stove, and we'll just be able to work with that better than what we're doing for right now. It's like, I think I even should be able to like calculate this because I just go to like here, hold on. We'll create a new layer below, please, and you're going to be physics. Okay, so we'll just delete all these guys. Delete, 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 delete. Keep deleting. Oh, it's sometimes double clicking. Mouse. What's wrong? I might just need to clean it. I don't know. Okay, so add it. I need to go to the physics first. I can't add like that. So I should just be able to do this and add that. Expand that to take up the time. So then I think I can just delete the counter. No! No. No. Bring back... Oh, I just, I just. Just so done. I've like never worked with rooms this much before, and for some reason it's just messing with my brain, and I'm just getting rid of stuff on accident. Oh, wait, sorry, this is parent. Your parent is going to be... I mean... Double-clicked again. It doesn't really matter if your parent's a static, but we're gonna do that. Oh my god. I feel so dumb. Beer. Counter. So... Stop. Oh my god. Vent inherited. Scale equals 6. Not -6. Oh my god, I'm just... Where's my counter? Why did you just separate from it? Alright, I don't want that. You're gonna have no hover text. And then we're going to draw. We're going to draw. Thankfully I deleted the counter and not something important. Oh, please write it. I'm sure everyone will read it. It'll be the most popular fan fiction since My Immortal. Draw sprite extended. Sprite index 0. XY scale 0. C white 1. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Accidents happen. How do you... Oh, my goodness, trash games are fun. You come here, you trash talk my game by showing up and thinking my game... Well, I don't know if you think my game is fun, but it doesn't matter. You're just coming in here with all this sass, though. Getting that Z-Snap going. Are Z-Snaps still a thing? I don't know if people do that other than me. Okay, let's try this again. Room brewing. This should work. So I create the ground and I say that's solid. And then I create more ground on the physics, which goes here. And I say that all is solid. That's not the whole room. I do that, make that solid. So now let's just test this out. I don't think that should happen. Okay. Go in here. So our scale should float. Worked well. Making it laugh is the least you can do. Your happy little accident. It's always nice to have people like make you laugh at the times. So can I do that and then just paste you in here? Do you need to be in the same layer? Like, is Z stuff being a problem? Why isn't our scale chilling? I wonder if maybe because like... Or does it have to do with the fact that I'm not drawing? I don't know why that would matter. I should just be able to do this. Scale. Stay. What if I draw you? Your physics should be at 0. I would think that's all we need to do, but we'll just draw it and see if that helps. Okay, did that. Nope, it's just scale. What are you doing? I don't know really what that's for, but I guess it's for if I want to do collisions on my own. Solid uses physics. Is that why? I don't have, oops. Uses physics. Uses physics. That might be why. I forgot to actually tell it to use physics. You should use physics, and your solid, your physics are going to be pretty much like that. So let's go back to our brewing and just, we'll lift our pot up a bit more so that it'll like fall onto our stove a little bit more or so. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Our I gotta make sure I get my grains. I don't know why. Brown malt and Czech sauce, that'll be good. You can't type. I feel you. You guys can call me Anna if you want. Well, welcome, Anna. Made this game when you were like, or made this account when you were like 12. Oh, I know that feeling. Oh, hey. Yeah. That kind of worked. Too lazy to change the name. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like, I feel you on the old account names. Like, I used to be Machine Man 4, and I was like, oh, yeah, like, that's, like, also very much the epitome of, like, a young username right there. Because it was when I was signing up for RuneScape. I literally, I was, like, 10 years old, signing up for RuneScape. And I was like, I don't know what to name my account. And I think I had like song lyrics in my name because I've always been a metalhead. And so there was like a song, I can't remember which one, but it said like half man, half machine. And I was like, yeah, Machine Man. And that was taken. So I added a 4 and it was perfect. You write stuff out of hobby? Cool. You can join us all as well. I feel like everyone here kind of writes a little bit. Everyone that seems to come into this stream at least. Okay, so don't draw. Your collision mask, like, should be the whole thing, right? Oops. I mean, that should be fine. What is this, variable definitions? I don't know what that means. It has something to do with time travel, and that's about it. Kolsch malt? Okay, I'll go down. Okay, so that's fine. That looks good. So now I should be able to go back to our room, and we'll... This is gonna hurt. Okay, so I'll add the counter. So then I should be able to then add the stove. So there's... Why are these like not lining up properly? Did I make my counters thinner? I thought, yeah, no, they're still full width. Is my stove not full width? Oh, my stove's not full width. Okay. It still doesn't, it's not like lining up properly though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like what? Oh, Origin maybe? No, probably not romance fanfic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. Let me just go in here real quick. That way. Middle center. Cheers. Oh no, you're top left. Okay, I think I just misclicked though, so let's do top left. So let's try this again. Delete, delete, delete. Okay, so we'll add a counter. That looks better. Top left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because our scale is 6. That's what we're doing. Your English isn't the best? What, is it not your native language? That would explain why you're having such trouble with time zones, perhaps, if you're way off in the other countries that don't exist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many down is this? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's like not even 6 down technically, but whatever. It's like, let's see how this goes. Be interesting to see. You can do it. I believe it, you. Okay, there we go. Let's get our grains that don't matter. Golden Promise and Galena. Well, that's going to be a very English beer right there. Oh, Hungary. Cool. Goodbye, counter. Wait. Why did one counter fall and not the other? That's interesting. You're also solid. It's 9 p.m. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here I was thinking I was doing a morning stream. Not so, I guess. Kara Munich. Columbus. It's been so long since I've been to Hungary. It probably doesn't even count. There we go. Our counters are no longer cuddling up with the stove. Now, is that a good thing? Who knows? It's not even the afternoon yet. What are you guys doing? It's 11:57. Save the day. Okay, so I need to move this stuff down. Make sure it's in front of the stove. What's up, Angel Queen? Finally able to make it. We've got a party here. There's 3 of us now. Flaked oats and Cascade. Okay, probably don't want that many flaked oats, but that'll be okay. Laundry day. I feel you. Okay. That looks all right. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Our scale has nothing on it right now, so that's cool. 51 minutes. Sweet. I was just like watching my clock. I'm like, I like this clock. It's a good clock. It's 4 of us. That's true. I was literally not counting myself. You can call trash games Anna, apparently, or Anna. I don't know the Hungarian pronunciation, technically. I'm just rocking out to Selena Gomez in the background right now. I'm like, who cares? Work's done, right? Just, it's party time now. 6 hours and 8 minutes. Oh, it's so good. What a good little clock. Okay, so. Yep, so I gotta update. Stove. Can no longer do that. Hello from the new Reverend? Did you just get like it's not ordained, that's a minister, but did you just like get like your rights to marry or something? Like, is that a literal thing? That you're a reverend now? Hey, give him credit. He's not Satan. He's Satan's killer. He's a good guy. Unless you're a Satanist. Then he's probably not such a good guy. Yeah, I know, right? So this, I can no longer do that. I need to do it in a step event. So I'm going to create a new, I'm going to do mouse within scale, and we'll just pass in an object. Take that. And then if NB, oh no, it's not that. If mouse, what is it? Mouse check button pressed. NB left. Ayo, ayo. Oh my god, this beat is crack. When I do this, you do that. Oh, it is ordained? Switch to YouTube? That's fair. You can still chat with everyone. You just gotta watch it on stream instead of in the chat, which, that's fun. You're now reverend and can do weddings, funerals, baptisms, and any other jobs? Sick. What made you go and do that? Like, someone ask you to do a wedding or something? Or just because? Satan's for short is here. Perfect. We'll delete that left press because we're not going to do it. So let's make this mouse within scale thing because I think it'll just make my life a lot easier. Mouse within scale. Within scale. It'll take in an object. So I can do var object equals argument 0. Return mouse within. So I probably want to do it the smart way. So do, regardless of where your origin is, we'll do our test. We'll do our xpos equals object.x minus sprite get. I can do this. I can with object. I think that'll make everything a lot easier. X minus sprite get x offset. What is my goal here? I'm trying to not get distracted rocking out to Selena Gomez, which is very difficult for me, I will say. I am trying to, right now, get my stove working because I've just readjusted how the room is laid out with physics and whatnot. And then maybe try and get the pot of water increasing in temperature. You're like a tomboy who doesn't fight? Is fighting a thing for tomboys? I always just thought they just weren't that feminine. I've received 100 messages today. Good job, everyone. I can't even like think right now. I'm just like, am I gonna live stream tomorrow? Yes. When I got your tweet, I was like, okay, well now I kind of have to. Although, sorry, Anna, you might need to watch it after the fact. What time is that? So you're at 9 p.m. now, so you're 9 hours ahead. So if I stream at 6 p.m., it's 3 in the morning. Yeah, it might be a little late for you. What? You mean everyone doesn't stay up till 7 in the morning? Definitely not me. I go to bed at 9:30 because I'm old. Okay, minus sprite get offset of sprite index times scale. And then var y pause equals y minus sprite get y offset of the sprite index times scale. So then I should be able to return mouse within x pause, y pause, xpos plus sprite width times scale, ypos plus sprite height times scale, right? I think so. You're off and have nothing to do Monday. Sick. I wish I were off on Monday. Is that gonna work? What do we get? Carahel and Crystal. Satan's still here? Possibly. Okay. Yeah. That looks like it worked pretty well. Okay. Holy cow. Is this coding? I'm so lost in what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. We're coding. It's fun. Were you not here for the last one? Maybe you weren't. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to make a game about brewing beer. He's listening and playing Red Dead Redemption. Sick. Since this whole virus thing kicked in, I've been staying up pretty late. If I catch up, make sure to say hi. You better. If you're staying home with the coronavirus, you better just be spending all your free time watching my videos and streams. But don't catch it. Please don't. Okay, scale's still working good. It's nice. You're an essential worker who goes in at 5:30 a.m. most days. That's unfortunate. I'm not technically considered an essential worker, but I'm also not in a field that is considered non-essential, so my life hasn't changed. I still work an 8 to 5 job, like Monday to Friday, and I'm like, darn. But what do we do when I'm not streaming or making videos? Rewatch Kitty Powers. Never stop watching Kitty Powers. When you reach episode 183 or whatever, and all my streams of it, you just restart at 1. And you watch how my hair changes throughout all this. Someone in a YouTube comment, I think it was yesterday or today, said that I have really pretty hair. I'm like, oh, thank you. It's in a man bun right now because we went out, and it's really annoying to tie a mask behind your head when you have just poof hair. Oh, it's been 12 hours, guys. Sick. You're rewatching the Creech likes it? Okay, that's acceptable too. It's acceptable. I'm wearing Kitty Powers right now, so it felt like I had to. Thank you. I try my best. It gets really messy, though. I will say that. I wish it were slightly less wavy or slightly less dense, one of the two. You going to rewatch my videos for accurate information to include in your fanfic? You can also just ask me for accurate information. I mean, I'm not terribly different from what I am in my videos. You're editing in some episodes since your OCD off because your cropping didn't always show your money or who you had selected. I mean, there was like some times where I didn't notice when it changed my settings, but sometimes there's also some issues because like the problem is like, okay, so like this is a really good example of it right here. My game window, so from like right here where my mouse is down to the bottom right corner, which is behind the chat, but you can still kind of see it. That's 1280 by 720. That scales properly to like 1920 by 1080 or whatever, you know. But when you add in this like top taskbar, that's like an extra 20 pixels or so. And so because when you like do the window, when you record the window, it like takes that into account. So it just doesn't scale properly. Or maybe I have it backwards and like this whole thing is 1280 and the inside's not, but I don't think so. And so it's just like the math doesn't work out for scaling. So like you need to kind of make it, and then there's also like the taskbar problem. Well, you can't see my Windows taskbar because I have that pulled out as well. But it's just like all this minor stuff where it's just slightly off on the calculation, so it doesn't fit on the screen perfectly. So I would rather have it fit um, vertically, because then I can get it to take up the whole thing. Whereas if I were to just do left to right edge of the screen, there'd be like black bars at the top and bottom, which is not the worst thing in the world, but it's also like, why? So, I mean, there are reasons why. But yeah, then there's also times where it would just be like, I'm going to change your settings on you. And I'm like, wow, thanks, OBS. I wish you would have told me that. And then my scaling's all off. And that's the ones where it's like zoomed in like to like this point is like the last thing you can see. It's just ridiculous. How long's it been? 31 hours. Good job, guys. Okay, so I can turn my stove on now. I think what I need to do right now is also just make still watched it though. Sick. That's the important part. If we do go back to Sims tomorrow, though, it should be good, though, because we'll probably be able to actually move on to the next generation. I want to try and do something, like, interesting. Like, something I haven't done before. Just notice this is, like, not centered. That? That's better. Started watching and subbed because everyone else would do 1 or 2 vids on Kitty Powers. Literally how I got started. Got started watching Markiplier. He did like 2 episodes and I was like, I want more. Like a lot more. Oh, what generation? It's still like, it's the first generation of just the stream one. Haven't really done much on that. Yeah, I just really like having replayable games and just playing them ad infinitum. I think it just works nicely. Especially because, like, I mean, like, let's be completely honest here. Like, I love Matchmaker and Love Life, and don't get me wrong. Like, anything I say with love. But there's not a lot of content in Matchmaker. There's, like, what, maybe 20 mini games? They're all pretty short, like 10 seconds long or so, maybe a bit longer. There's, you know, different restaurants, but they don't really do much else other than like reskin stuff, because the basic game of the restaurant is quality, what kinds of food they serve, not even the different types of food, but just like, is it spicy, is it vegetarian, etc., etc., is it fried. Tell me your idea for Sims, I want to hear it. So it's like there's not much there, so it's like you can see everything in like the 2 episodes that the big YouTubers did for it, and they did that for a reason, because they know their views are going to drop off after that. Like, especially for some people, like, I don't know about a lot of them, but like Markiplier does not have any long series anymore, except for like bite-sized things like Scary Games, 3 Scary Games, which I love. It's my favorite series by him. A vampire who gets every degree. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, not for the I thought you meant for the stream. That would be, I don't want to say boring. I could maybe edit it slightly differently, because I get where you're going for, but that is like a lot to deal with on one sim. But I could maybe do like a legacy where you get every, it's all messed up. Sort by album. You could do like a legacy where you get every degree, but I definitely don't want to stick with one sim, because I feel like I lose the story there. But there's something good there. I just don't know if it's for me or for YouTube. That would be, I think that's the big thing, is would people want to watch that? Well, I don't know. People like Sim Supply's Super Sim Challenge, which is kind of in the same vein, but I think there's more gameplay there. But anyways, back to my Kitty Powers rant real quick. It's like, yeah, like the big YouTubers, they're not going to do it because like they've seen everything the game has to offer, minus small things like different mini games and whatnot. And their views are really just dependent on making new and interesting content. Like, I don't think there are any YouTube channels that are based around one game that are as big as like Markiplier, who, as I was saying, like his longest series is 3 Scary Games, where he plays 3 different games every time, and that's the only reason it's probably a long series. You know, it's just a thing. Quite frankly, I think people will get bored of one game, and that's just how it is. But then there's also people like Northern Lion who played Binding of Isaac like every day for years, and people still like it because he's a funny guy. So, but he's not anywhere near as big as the others. So, you know, it's a give and take. I just think single game channels can still get decently big to like a livable area, a la Sim Supply or Northern Lion, but they're not going to get up to like Markiplier, PewDiePie levels. Just kind of how it is, I think. Do you want ideas for university? You can always take ideas. I will always take ideas. I mean, it might be better to remind me of them tomorrow. So, pot. I was just thinking about this. So I wonder if I maybe want to do, instead of hover object, I think this is kind of just going to be like my I'm going to rename this. Instead of hover object, it's going to be ideas for anything in Sims, really. What I was thinking I wanted to do was actually try and do a good like photographer sim, like not just I'm going to point the camera and take 5 pictures like I always do, but I think it might be kind of fun to like, I mean, there's still going to be some of that because photography is just really grindy skill, but I thought it might be fun to like make friends, invite them over for photo shoots and whatnot, and, you know, be like a portrait photographer or something. It would be really cool if they could somehow set up like wedding photographers, like a job that you do where you need to like actually take a picture like of the kiss or whatever, and that's just like one of the things you need to do. I think that would be sweet. Have fun in the driver. Minecraft YouTubers are kind of an exception, I think. They're not big, but they still manage very well for only playing one game. That's fair. And I would say that's because Minecraft as a game, just because of how open-ended it is, gets you very different gameplay styles. Like I haven't watched Minecraft YouTube in years, but off the top of my head, I'm like, okay, if you want to see really interesting stuff being made with like a good eye for aesthetic, you watch Ethos Lab. That's great. If you want to watch like someone who's funnier and really good at building, but at least when I was watching wasn't showing as much gameplay, you watch BOO. If you want to watch, I would argue possibly the best redstone guy, but maybe not as good at building as Etho, you watch Doc M. And I mean, like, those are the ones I know off the top of my head. And it's just like, I think Minecraft is a very good exception to bring up because there's just so much you can do in the game. Like, technically speaking, with enough time, you can do a heck of a lot of stuff just because of the binary redstone system. It's amazing. So I'm going to just change this to, it's just going to be an action parent. So I think I'll set, hoverable equals false. And I think in draw GUI, I will like separate this and I'll do if hoverable, do this. So if it's a hoverable object, we'll do that. And so what's the only one I have a couple right now, so I'll do this one. And so when we set hover text, we'll do hoverable equals true. And you as well have that. So you're going to be hoverable equals true. Because then what I also want to do is draggable equals true. And that's what this action parent's going to be good at. So we'll do draggable equals false just as the parent. Didn't someone build the Earth like on a perfect scale or something? I saw an article, but I don't know if it was true. I don't know about that one. The biggest one I saw was, I think it was like a 2-scale USS Enterprise. That was years ago, though. It wouldn't surprise me, though. I feel like some of that stuff, especially the Earth, might be easier with some like external tools they are. Oh, you did see the video, maybe? Sick. It's just, I wish I had the patience to spend as much time in Minecraft as some of those people do. I love Minecraft, but man, I'm not creative. I'm not good with redstone. So I usually like play in a world for like a week and then I'm like, I've done just about everything. I've got my wheat farm unautomated. I've got my cow farm unautomated. That's how I play Minecraft, really. So then I should be able to do, you know what, let's do is mouse within equals false. And then we'll do this every time. We'll do is mouse within equals mouse within scale self. I should be able to do that. And then we'll just do if that should all be done with it. So I'll do if mouse within scale self. Then we can do the hover text. So that'll just update that. And then I can do if, it took 7 or 9 years. Holy cow. So let's separate these out. So we'll do draggable down there. Hoverable will go down here, and I'll put that below. Being dragged equals false. So then I should be able to do if MB. Oh, no. I need to remember how to do this. I haven't done a dragging in so long. I don't know how far I'll get. I feel like Peggy's going to be messaging me soon asking for lunch. So I don't know how much time I have for this. Which packs do you have for The Sims again? All of them. All of them. I spent too much money on The Sims. Because even when I don't love it, I love it. It's my dream job, I think. If I were to go into the AAA sector of games, which the more I age, the more I'm like, well, one, I'm aging out of it. No one wants like a 26-year-old with no experience. So I think I need to start at a smaller company or just restart my career essentially. But yeah, and also AAA is ruthless. But if I were to do AAA, I'd want to work for Maxis for sure. Just between The Sims and Spore, even though that was like a very neutered game from what it was showing, they're one of my favorite game companies for sure. And I think from what I've heard, they're also one of the best atmospheres. Whereas like, I don't know much about Bethesda's atmosphere at work, but they get a lot of flack. Whereas EA is getting most of the flack for what Maxis does now. So if mouse within, I guess I want if not being dragged, and then we'll want an else for if you are being dragged. Okay. So if you're not being dragged, then we check if mouse within, oh, whoops, I have that. If is mouse. I literally called it mouth. Did I do that? Oh my god, I do not know the word mouse anymore. I can't say mouse, so I just say mouth, apparently. If is mouth. Mouse within. And MB Oh, mouse. Check. Button. MB left. I think I want that. Then being dragged equals true. If you're being dragged. How do you feel about the new Eco Living Pack thingy? Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a new one. So I have all of them as of like a month or two ago. Sounds like a stuff pack. Sounds like a stuff pack that doesn't do very much. So just hearing the name, I'm like, not high hopes for it. We'll probably wait for it to go on sale. That's how I got all my stuff packs, because I only buy the expansion packs at full price. I think his name is Pippin, who built it. The Earth, I'm assuming. Just crazy. So then if you're being dragged, then we'll do X equals mouse X. We'll just try that. It's not going to be right for sure. And then if not, mouse button or mouse check button MB left and being dragged equals false. So is that going to work? Who knows? Let's try it. We have our pot to be draggable now. What did you miss? Been talking about a lot of stuff for right now, mostly Sims and Minecraft. Not too much has happened on my game, though. I'm trying to make my pot draggable. They only did the terrain, and I think they're working on building actual buildings and stuff. Oh, my goodness. Why? Oh, it's actually supposed to be an expansion pack? Really? Sims 4 Eco Living. Oh, Eco Lifestyle expansion pack. Okay, that sounds... Let's see. Arriving in 19 days. Oh, it hasn't come out yet. That's also why I haven't heard of it. Produce your own electricity and water with solar panels, wind turbines, and dew collectors, or grow your own food in a new vertical garden to really control your impact on the world. Streamers might scrounge through the dumpster too to get their next buggy treat or components for a new creation. Some of the items you collect can even be used to craft goods like fizzy juices and candles to fulfill orders on time. I feel like I might as well bring that over here. Noelle, why are you so far away? Come on. Gimme. Biscuit malt, Willamette. Yeah, at least we can work with that properly. I need my stream back also. That did not work. But it didn't crash. So sick of that same old love. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Can react to the trailer like other people have. Do I want to go to YouTube? Sims 4 Eco Living or Eco Lifestyle. Okay, let's do this. Okay, should at least be able to hear it now slightly. Got people digging. Can build like, oh, there's like weird warehouse houses. Okay, there's now a React channel. Candle making could be interesting, right? I know, I hate React channels. It's because I'm not going to try and like, oh my goodness, this is all, look at this, he's putting stuff into a cork board. Like, I'm not a React channel material. I don't know how to do it. I'm here to just to see, so like voting? I don't really know. But now we have like this garden area. Super high tech stuff? New design tablet or something? What, pray tell, is this? Oh, it's reducing smog. Okay. Interesting. There's a house with solar panels and a grass roof. That's got like some cool like future tech stuff going on. Play to change June 5th. Huh. I'm not going to go through and like frame by frame. Engage with your neighborhood through the new voting. Okay, so they were voting to decide on different neighborhood action plans each week. Everyone in the community has a voice you have to push if you really want something. Team up with local crafters, activists, and technicians to build support. If you're not campaigning, why not explore being a civil designer to make the neighborhood a better place? Every decision you make, what power sources you rely on, how you design your home, and which neighborhood action plans you vote for influences the state of the world. From foggy skies to crystal clear water, if you don't take action, you might see nature retreat as junk accumulates around town. On the other hand, buildings bloom with more flora and green when trash is picked up and lots are kept clean. Upcycled decor. Need to outfit a starter house on a budget? Do it basically for free by dumpster diving. Fish out a few pre-used items like a worn-out mattress you can fix, or lightly singed oven you can shine up. Even new furniture and clothes are sustainably made from reclaimed materials for a fabulous look. Huh. I don't know. Full pack? I don't know. Full expansion pack? That almost seems like it would be like the Strange Town mystery pack, like that kind of middle tier where they did. But I don't know. I'm not disappointed by it. That's kind of cool. I thought they were just going to add stuff like solar panels that don't do anything, but just for the look, and that's why I thought it was a stuff pack. That could be kind of interesting, kind of in a weird way, moving it towards like I guess not Sim City, but Sim Neighborhood. My biggest concern, I think, would be it's going to start running the neighborhood in the background like Sims 3. And we know how Sims 3 performed, but if it's back in Maxis's hands, I have slightly more trust in them than I do just straight EA for dealing with that well. I will probably buy it because I buy all Sims stuff. I will say that right now. Action parent. What does mouse check button do? I think that's the question I need to do. Mouse check button. If the mouse button being checked is held down, or false if it is not. That sounds like about what I want. Hold up. Where is it? Where'd my Streamlabs go? There it is. Have you played with restaurants in The Sims? No, I have not. That could be fun. Even just any of like the owning a store type thing. I feel like I haven't done any of that. Maybe we should do like an entrepreneur in the next one. A restaurant could be very fun though. Make a restaurant. I don't remember what our baby's name was from Phoenix. Was it Phoenix's baby? Being dragged. X equals mouse X, Y equals mouse Y. That should be fine. More excited about the community pack. The knitting one? Is a knitting one? Caribasian, German 10. I don't keep up with news. Sims 4 knitting. Nifty knitting stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's a stuff pack. I'll have to keep my eyes on that one. I don't keep up with the news as much as I should. It's just really, every time I feel like playing, I kind of go through, I look at my bank account, and I'm like, can I afford to buy all the stuff packs I've missed out on? If yes, I buy them. Okay, being dragged. You're being dragged. Hey. The fact that the fans made it. Yeah. That is pretty cool. So you're being dragged. Why isn't it moving your X and your Y? What's your draw look like? It should be based on XY, right? Yeah. So why isn't that moving? Message moved to plus string X plus comma plus string Y plus that end parenthesis. EA needs to listen to what people want more? No. They won't, because that's dumb. Connects the community a lot. I mean, I think a lot of good has happened. It's moving it. You can see my logs at the bottom. It's updating the mouse. It's just not like moving the pot. But it should be drawing at X and Y. So this is where I get confused on like the words on how parent classes work, because it's like I feel like it's not using the right X and Y. It's using the X and Y of the dynamic parent and not this one. But I feel like it should be using that one. Maybe I just need to inherit it, just like make sure it's using it. Maybe that's why. Like maybe it is doing that, but because it's not, I'm not calling it directly from this, it's not using it. No. Come on. You can do it. Ugh! I feel like it maybe has to do... I don't think kinematic's what I want. I don't know what kinematic really means. So like it's interesting because it's falling through this ground. Whereas if I recall, like, I don't know, let's try putting it somewhere over it more where it may not be colliding like into the solid object. I wonder if that's why, because it's like partially inside a solid object, it's getting messed up. No. Wonder if it has to do with the physics stuff. GameMaker drag physics object. How to add movement with physics, because I mean that should be roughly what I want. Physics apply local force. -50. I wonder if maybe that's what I want. It's like instead of doing this, what if physics apply See, I don't know what this means. X local, Y local, X force local. Let me bring up like the actual thing. Physics, apply, local, force. See what that does. On the Yo-Yo Games documentation, the name options were Knitting Rocks, Nifty Knitting, Knitting, Rockin' Knit, Love to Knit, and Cozy Knit Stuff Pack. Well, those are actually all pretty bad except Nifty Knitting. Changed at the name, love to... You cringed at the name, love to knit so hard? Yeah, that one's the worst by far. Rockin' Knit is really bad also. Knitting Rocks is alright, but still a little silly. Coordinate relative. XY origin. See, I don't know what that means. I'm just going to set those to 0. I should maybe actually read on this. And then X force local will be X minus mouse X, maybe. So if you start at 100 and you move your mouse to 50, that should be, no. Should be mouse X minus X. And then mouse Y minus Y, I think we'll put the right stuff on it. I don't know. That seems interesting. See, I don't know how to work with physics. I need to like, maybe I need to just like, before I next stream, I need to watch some physics tutorials. It's meant to be, yeah, like knitting and rocking chairs. I mean, it makes sense. Woohoo! Physics! This is how physics works. Yeah, this might be a good stopping point because I don't know what I'm doing. GameMaker, drag physics object with mouse. Like, I just want to like ignore. Oh, fizz position X. Oh. I'll leave that just because it might be useful, but that's just how you apply a force. Okay. Fizz. Oh, fizz phi position X equals mouse X. Okay, so it uses just like different variables. I guess that makes sense. Is your pot a ghost? Probably. We don't talk about it. I bought this house. It was built in the 1800s. I can't get my money back on it. We don't talk about the ghost. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Boop. Oop. Why are you falling? Is my stove not a static object anymore? What? Hello? Why did it fall weird? Why is it falling weird? So it has to do, it's maintaining velocity. Okay, there's another problem, is I can hold the mouse down here and then pick it up. So it's maintaining velocity when you drop it. What? What is going on? Does it not have box 2D physics? Should that not like topple to the side? I don't know. So, but I need to check to make sure. Okay, so I want to do. So you just made another sale from your jewelry side business? Sick! That's awesome! I didn't realize you had a jewelry side business. Super cool. Phi. What are some of these? Angular velocity, collision X, fixed kinetic. Linear velocity X equals 0. Can I do that, or is it read only? Yeah, phi linear velocity y equals 0. So we'll just reset the velocity. What kind of jewelry do you make? Oh god, we're all wearing pink today. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Look at this. Everyone's pink. This is beautiful. Chocolate wheat. Oh, we're doing this again. Sell $5 jewelry. What's the jewelry like? So if I pick that up. Pick that up. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, sick. The problem is if I click over here and then drag on top of this, it picks it up, which is not exactly what I want. I might need to have just like a draggable controller as well so that I don't just like drag. Sorry? Don't know what's going on. Seen 4 spiders since last week. Why are you doing this? Why are you falling through the ground? Why are you falling through the ground? Brewing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Oh, you don't make it? You buy from a company called Paparazzi for $2.75 a piece? Okay. I see. I see. So you're a reseller. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. I've heard there's like pretty good money to be made there, actually. Okay. I've got some physics stuff working. Not nearly as much as I would have liked because I don't know how to do physics. Made about 120 total. Sick. That's more than I made off. It's about what I've made off YouTube in all my time doing it. So that's pretty cool. So you're going to outpace me now. Oh, no. You're actually thinking about becoming a valuer for jewelry and going to school for it after high school? Oh, that sounds cool. I have no idea how that works, but that could be very interesting. Like, I know about, like, grading gems and whatnot. But, Pot, why are you just falling through everything? Started about 2 weeks ago? Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is. I started YouTube about, like, what, 5 years ago consistently? So, you're doing all right, girl. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I'll need to figure out how these physics objects work. I'm gonna need to watch some tutorials on this. To location of the mouse. Aren't Peter? That's what this person says. Okay. Yeah, I've got some studying to do. $55 an hour because I went live to show it off on Facebook. Sick. Is anyone else in the mood for some kitty powers right now? I'm in the mood for some lunch right now. Maybe kitty powers, like, I mean, I can show off my shirt again. You want more Love Life? Love Life isn't on the Switch. I could probably do that. Go back, visit my town, see how everyone's doing and all that. Oh, yeah. That'd be the dream right there. But I'm going to go make food for right now because it is 1 o'clock and I'm becoming a hungry boy. So thank you all for stopping by, keeping me company while I deal with this weird, horrid physics nightmare. Angel, go eat lunch. It's 4, girl. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow. Except for you, Anna. I'm sorry. It'll be 3. If you're up at 3 a.m., then it'll be great. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Outros are hard when you're live streaming. Bye. Don't forget to give I always make lunch for Peggy. Don't be ridiculous. I cook